Hello, welcome to our channel again. It's beginning of February and the weather is still fantastic. This is a different kind of video. It's just lots and lots of odds and ends of what we've been doing the last week or so, including going to a wills and estate planning seminar yesterday. There'll be a bit more information about that if you make it to the end of the video.
Hello, we're Neil and Sue, recently retired and now living in Spain. Join us as we explore this colourful and exciting country.
It's Sunday morning and a regular trip to the Zoco market. A little bit chilly this morning, but the sun is out.
What are you doing today, Dad?
Channeling inner Persephone.
Giving that a haircut.
Yeah.
Severe one?
Oh, very severe. Don't do any half measures.
That's what you call a haircut. There's nothing left, is there?
Since coming to Spain, Sue started going to Pilates, sometimes Wednesday mornings and Saturday mornings. So she thought she needed a new yoga mat to make things a bit easier for her. Just check your sizes if you're going to order from TEMU, because you might not always get what you expect.
Love you, say it 1,000 times. I won't get tired no matter what. And from 18 years
Absolute enormous tumbleweed just outside Jisk. Look at the size of it. Today we're at Jisk or Yisk or something like that. It's like a Spanish IKEA and they've got the sale on. We don't really need anything, but it would be rude not to have a look and see what they've got. Spain, we have two prices. One is for the pack and then one is for the single. So you can actually split one out and just buy one out of box. that need to buy the whole pack. In Spain, you can buy 8 litres of drinking water. That's 8 litres for 88 cents.
Charles Oliver's out for the season, so unlucky with injuries. No wonder he's had to bounce back from a long one before. The options that France have, the players coming in.
Living in Spain is enjoying the winter sun, but you still need to get the washing done.
We always see Sobrasada in the supermarket, so bought some. Neil's going to try some on some crackers. It doesn't smell very nice.
I don't know what it smells like. I don't.
You don't want to do it, do you? No, try it. Have a bite.
Oh.
Have it with a cracker.
I don't like it.
No? Maybe you're not meant to eat it raw.
Even income that's been derived in the UK, such as pensions, or if you've got employment income from elsewhere, it needs to be declared in that.
If you have a bank account in the UK, if you don't have a will, you will die intestate.
Hola.
Well, that's a good start. It's almost a year since we got our NLV visas approved, and at the end of year 1, what we need to do is start the renewal process, but it's for years 2 and 3 this time.
It's not as involved as it was for the initial one.
No.
Well, we don't need as much paperwork, but again, we're using Upsticks to do the whole process for us, to make it much easier and stress-free.
Yeah.
You know it's been done correctly then.
Yeah, so the first renewal is for years 2 and 3, and at the end of years 3, we need to do the renewal again, but for years 4 and 5. And after year 5, we can apply for residencia, which means we don't need to do any more applications after that. We were approved to stay full-time in Spain at the end of year 5.
The restrictions for the next 2 years are still the same as before. We can only be out of the country for, well, on average 2 months a year. You're allowed 10 months over the 5 years, aren't
Yeah.
you? Yeah. Part of the seminar yesterday, they were talking about wills, Spanish wills and British wills. Property inheritance works very differently out here compared to the UK. In the UK, if you were a couple owning a house and one of you died, the surviving partner would automatically get the house. That doesn't happen out here. When you buy a property in Spain with a couple, you own 50% each. So when one of the parties does die, the other one doesn't automatically inherit. It goes, I think, generally to the children,
Yeah.
doesn't it, if you've got any children?
So they would then own it 50% for the surviving spouse and any children.
Yeah, would own it 50% each, which could be difficult for some families if there's more than one child or stepchildren involved, and there's lots of
Nuances.
yeah. Luckily for us, we've only got one child, so it should be quite.
One's more than enough, thank you.
It should be fairly simple.
Yeah.
She'd get it all. But then there's inheritance tax, which they have to pay. They were saying that's why a lot of properties are left empty in Spain for years and years and years, because unfortunately the owners have died, and whoever the house is being left to, or the surviving children, can't afford to pay the inheritance tax because they have to pay that up front before they can do anything.
Before they
with
can
the house.
access the estate, they've got to pay the inheritance tax up front.
Which can be quite expensive, I think. I think it's up to 21%, although there are tax exemptions, but yeah. So the whole tax, wills, pensions, funeral plans, everything's very different out here, isn't it?
So we've booked in a one-on-one
Free
session,
consultation.
free consultation next week with both someone from estate planning and wills and a financial planner, pension planners and things. So we'll hopefully get some decent information next week.
Yeah, they can do some, personalised advice just for us, because it was obviously just generic advice for everyone yesterday.
We'll leave a link in the notes to who we're going to see. So if you want to get further information, you can contact them. They're just local to us, 5 minutes in the car away. But they've got an online presence and I believe an office in the UK, so they will be available. Do you want to say anything about that, or do you want to talk about the will? Are you putting your words now?
Also at the seminar, they were talking about power of attorney, which I think is probably something you possibly need out here as well, to be able to, someone else, the surviving person, or even the child, to be able to access your bank account. So again, that's something we'll find out more about next week. They also discussed funeral plans, which again, funerals are very different out here. They normally take place within 48 hours, which doesn't give, family and friends time to fly out here. You can have it delayed for 5 days, but that's an extra cost. So once we've sorted out our wills, next stage is to go to see a funeral company.
Well, it's all very doom and gloomy today, isn't it?
The joys of getting old.
Oh yeah. Funeral plans, wills, what else?
And what else did they discuss there?
Financial planning.
Financial planning, so
pensions and things. So we'll have a talk about that as well and see what the best way is to structure our pensions to the best benefit of us out here.
Yeah.
What? What?